It's time.
Oh shit.
Alright, little fella.
This car's been parked outside for so long, it just has a key in it already. Oh, well, if anybody wanted to steal George, they could have. If they could get it running, is the question. We have fuel pump. Come on, little buddy. No way. Come on, fella. Oh. Okay. He's alive! I love that. Just pinned lean. It's either that or that brand new sensor's not working. I'll be honest with you guys, it's the first time Georgie's been inside in like 2 months. Poor little guy. He's been outside just dead after I might have redlined him. And then ever since then, he doesn't seem to run right. I think he's fine. He just needs to get a tune and some other little bits, and we'll go over that right now. This is Georgie, my $100 Mazda Miata. In case you guys are new here, I bought this car last year towards the beginning of the year, and I paid $100. Believe it or not, you don't have to believe me. I don't care. That's fine. It was basically a scrap-run Miata. They couldn't get it running. We figured out it needed a new ECU, and then it was game time from there. The whole rest of the year, I spent my time bringing this car back to life and making it a little less shitty for as cheap as possible. Say as cheap as possible, I'm talking like we're all in all around $2,000 into this, and I turbocharged it towards the end of the year. I turbocharged this car for around $1,000, and it backfired pretty quick. Literally and figuratively. So, I don't recommend you guys do this. I recommend you buy once, cry once, get the good stuff, do things right. But for the sake of science, I had to try and turbocharge Georgie as cheap as possible, and it's still gonna be relatively cheap, but I already blew the clutch out. I had to buy injectors because I maxed out the stock injectors. I'm gonna have a buddy come up, and he said, I love the car, love it. I'm gonna tune your car for you. You just gotta pay me some gas. And he is the fucking man. I'm going to have Booth Tuning come up here and take care of Georgie. We're going to do some street tuning. Hopefully, Georgie makes it and we'll be all right. So, in order to get him ready to get tuned, I have to fix a bunch of shit. It's actually not that bad. There's a few extras in here, too. To start, I have this bucket seat that I got for free. I had a lifted Miata. If you guys haven't seen my lifted Miata video, go watch it. It's fucking hilarious. Got that seat for free, just pulled it out of there. So we are gonna have a bucket seat in Georgie, and the only other thing I really need is a steering wheel. So we have a Sparco that I've had since I was a young buck. It is just lying around. So we are gonna slap this into Georgie, along with relocate the fire extinguisher. On my last test drive with Georgie, the clutch immediately got smoked. So I have this Flying Miata Happy Meal kit. I pulled this out of my car, and it has these weird little hotspot things, and it held in my car pretty good. So we are going to run it. I didn't have this in the car for more than like 5,000 miles, and I think I have an issue going on with my car personally. So I think this will be okay. We're gonna put it in George. The clutch is not gonna slip. At least we'll grab, maybe if it has any weird funny business going on, then whatever. George is a funny guy. If you guys watch me turbocharge Georgie, you know I got rid of the power steering because I wanted more room. So we have this manual steering rack. I know it's a little controversial to put the manual rack into a car that had power steering, but I think it'll just make my life a little bit easier. I won't have to deal with any power steering leaks. This is gonna be a homey car. It's gonna be super hard to drive, so if they can figure out how to drive a Miata with no power steering, they will be freaking golden. So right now I just have the lines looped on whatever rack is in there now. It's just a power rack, and I went loop. It's impossible to steer, so this should make life a little bit better, and I could take that rack out and depower it. Last thing we got going on here is we have some flow force injectors. They were the cheapest decent injectors that I could get. I believe they are Mustang injectors or like GT500 injectors. Oh shit, losing pieces already. Fucking A. Okay, well, they're used repurposed injectors, different spacers, da-da-da-da-da. They were the cheapest injectors that I could find besides getting like eBay RX-8 ones, which I already have. And I don't trust that. I just want to get the good stuff. Buy once, cry once. At least these are crying a lot less. So, much things to do. I'm gonna get Georgie on the lift, and I think we're gonna start with the clutch. Pull the clutch out, pop a new one in, and we will go from there. The only thing I don't have is transmission fluid, so. Lad, I found that empty 90-day. Good, you know about that good stuff, baby, you know. Without fail, every single time I look underneath this car, I just question all of my decisions, dude. Like, this car is so messed up. The rust is horrendous. It is everywhere. It's plentiful. This whole frame rail is knocked into Kingdom Come up here. Like, the floor's touching it, and it bowed the floor like this, and this frame rail's got fucking 50-50 grinds on it, and we freaking fixed the floor, but we never fucking seam sealed it. Georgie is not here for a long time. He's here for a good time. This whole car is so fucked. Lots of work to do. So what I'm gonna do first, in case you're new here, I'm gonna try and do this as fast as possible. Drain fluid out of transmission. Diff is gonna stay connected to this power plant frame. We're gonna take these, blump, blump, blump. That's gonna drop the transmission. We slide this out of the way. The exhaust can stay except for this piece. I'm gonna take this off. Drive shaft needs to get unbolted from the diff. That goes dunk. So drive shaft out, transmission fluid out, piece of the exhaust out, bell housing bolts off, slave cylinder unbolted, and then yank this bitch out. Probably forgetting something, but fucking half the bolts are missing, dude. Holy shit, we got 1 bolt missing, 2 bolt missing. All right, I'm gonna get cracking. I'll see y'all once this is out. Hopefully, I wanna try and get the transmission out in an hour. I think that is doable. Yeah, well, shit. I'm fucked. We'll be right back after these sponsored messages.
Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Tape.
Don't do this. There's nothing holding this transmission in. If it falls to the ground, if she dies, she dies. Pure friction is holding this transmission in. Now I shall act quickly and swiftly. We have quite the connection here.
Please, mister, throw me a fucking bone. That's a 13, but I don't have one.
I'm just waiting for that transmission to fall out the fucking bottom, dude. Oh yeah, we're... And just like that, that's how you pull a fucking Miata transmission. Let's see what time we got. 10:58, motherfucker. Under an hour. Alright, I'm gonna pull the clutch off of this thing. I'm assuming it's junk. It's just a 1.6 Little John, and maybe I'll hang on to it if it's like not completely fucking toasted. Oh wait, no, I blew it out. Sorry, it's early. Yeah, no, it's junk. It's junk. It's slipping in time for that Happy Meal. All right, so I don't actually think this clutch looks that bad. I think it just can't hang for the power. So maybe I'll, you know what, it's cheap. It's cheap, just fucking throw it away. Kind of a hoarder. Also, when I took the clutch off, the pile bearing here just fucking left the chat. So hopefully we have a pile bearing in this thing, because it's a 1.8. Yep, okay, so we got a new freaking, not snot. Is that a pile bearing? Yeah, whatever the fuck that is. Yeah, pile bearing right there. So we go bring ding 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 dong dong, crazy frog this bitch out of here, and then Loctite, new thing, Loctite on the new clutch. I don't know if these bolts are reusable or if they're like, you know, they stretch and whatever. These are going to be reused today because Georgie doesn't deserve anything new. He's just happy to be here. Forgot we did this monstrosity of shit going on here. Not exactly sure what the fuck I did. I think the gasket was just leaking, and then to reinforce it, we just gooped the fuck out of it here. I do remember putting a new rear main seal on it though, and it's working because it's not wet, which is kind of cool. So that looks okay to me. We will put the new flywheel and the new clutch on and see what's goody in the hoodie. But yeah, this thing was just fucking, oh God. Yeah, leave this out of the way for now. Starter just kind of stayed where it is too, so. All right, we're doing all right. Get this fucking clutch in. All right, we are all installed. Oh yeah. These are torqued down to 20 foot-pounds, and then the flywheel is torqued to 75. I think that's in the ballpark. So we're gonna call that good. Now, we're gonna put the transmission back into his home. It's a little greasy. This guy's full, dude. This turret is crazy full, and the bushing is actually not that bad. So that's going to be interesting. I kind of want to put it in on this little fella here, pick it up, pop her down, and then jack it up and try and shimmy it back into place. Yeah, perfect timing. Weston just said, oh, I'm pulling up to the shop. I'm going to make him help me put this transmission in so I don't have to do it by myself. I can't do it by myself, but obviously you have a helper. Why not? At least I won't drop it on my fucking skull. So, sweet deal. All right, people. So Weston is trying to buy my silver Miata. That it was on the channel a long time ago. It's a crashed NB. He wants to buy the silver NB, and you know what? He doesn't know what we're doing right now. So what's that silver Miata need? The silver, it needs a manual swap, right? Manual fender. Yeah, it needs a lot of body work, but manual swap would be a good practice. So help me put this transmission back in.
You got a little bit there, Mike, and
So, filling up transmission, and my pump went, it got catapulted, but transmission is back into George. We got a drive shaft in, filling it up now. Oh, that fucking sucks, dude. I'm going to leave the downpipe loosey as a goosey right now, but transmission is full. We're all done. I took a fucking shower in gear oil, which is sick. We have this manual steering rack. We are going to take out the looped power rack. It is awful to use right now. So we're gonna pull this out, basically pull the wheels, give these a little whammer hammer, and then these should go pop down a little bit. Then we take these bolts out, and then there's one bolt holding the shaft in. Where are you? Little guy is right there, and then hopefully it slips out of the shaft. We had to sit there with a hammer and tap this little piece out of this. I had cut this a long time ago and it was just stuck in here, so hopefully things come out easily. But for now, pretty happy the transmission got done in 2 hours total, so not too freaking bad. George's old power steering rack out. This is a good rack. I know it works fine. It was just looped for a little bit just to get out of the way. We have the new used manual rack. We kind of figured out where it needs to be centered. It's 2.5 rotations from one side all the way to the other side. So we figure get it 1 1/4 and then it'll be center enough. Make sure the steering wheel's straight, slide it on here, and then center or send this nut home. And then worst case scenario, we just eyeball the alignment and just kind of adjust the tie rods just to make it work. Now these tie rods are really good. These ones are not, but we're gonna run these for time's sake. Just for now, we're gonna run these. I'll probably end up doing tie rods on this John eventually, but for now, we just wanna see this thing work. Got a little crusty too, dude. What the fuck? I thought this was nice. Okay. We're gonna pretend like I didn't see that. All right, Cousin George is back on the ground. We have an eyeball alignment. I had Weston sit in the car, go for his first Miata ride. Yeah. First ride in the Miata. Got the shifter somewhat back in place. And yeah, the steering rack is in, eyeball aligned, everything's tight. Couple things did not go in very nicely, but it's in there now. Yeah, just tightened up the downpipe, tightened all this stuff up, and yeah, the only problem we really have is that the steering wheel, like I centered the rack and everything too. This is just crooked, so it's very possible we put this on all funky. This blue tape is where the center is, so I will just pop that off when I replace the steering wheel. Not a big deal. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start it and hopefully put it in first and we got wheel spin. Actually, if it wants to start too, oh my God. Come on, little buddy, let's see what you got. All right, mister. Come on, little brother. I'm gonna pop her in gear. We're in first gear. Oh yeah, we're rolling. Clutch is clutching. George is idling, barely. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of water. That's all it is. It's not smoke, which is cool. Normally, this car smokes like a chimney, so I'll take it. George is barely alive, but he's idling. We'll take it. So, now the last step, kind of push this stuff out of the way, get George onto the ground. The AFR gauge is not working, so I don't really want to beat on him or anything. I will just take him down the road, see how the steering feels, and see if the clutch shifts okay. Simple stuff. It'd just be placebo, but this engine seems like it's kind of happy. It's not really loud or making any noises or anything funky. It's like popping and farting because of the tune back here, but George is alive. So I'm gonna take him out of the garage and just go around the shop real quick, just see how the steering feels and everything. Bad. So like when we go to drift this thing, it's like see how it doesn't move at all?
Yeah.
There's no power steering.
Ugh.
It's definitely better than it was. Like there's no resistance. And like if I roll forward a little bit, you can start to turn it, which is good.
Right.
Also, the clutch feel is fucking awesome. It's so good. Like it grabs up. Clutch grabs immediately. Before I drive this, I gotta make sure that the air fuel gauge works. Because right now it's just maxing lean, which is obviously not good. And I don't think it's true. So, kind of sucks. It's a brand new sensor. But for now, I'm pretty happy with the progress.